Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will now read the Open Public Meetings Act statement. As chairperson pro tem of this meeting of January 13th, 2025, I hereby publicly announce that in compliance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this reorganization meeting of the Jackson Township Planning Board has been advertised in the manner prescribed by law. Okay. I will now take a roll call. Mr. Bernstein? Here. Mr. Marzo?
Here.
Mr. Heller?
Here.
Mr. Riker?
Here.
Mr. Rogers?
Here.
Mr. Tremor?
Here.
Ms. Rose?
Here.
Mr. Weingart? Mr. Wall?
Here.
Mr. Sullivan?
Here.
Dr. Campbell? I would now like to ask for a nomination for the Planning Board Chair.
Second.
Okay. Do roll call. Mr. Bernstein? Mr. Marzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Mr. Riker?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Mr. Tremor?
Yes.
Mr. Wall?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
We'll look for a nomination, please, for the vice chair.
Second, Heller.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bernstein? Mr. Marzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Mr. Riker?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers? Yes. Mr. Tremor?
Yes.
Mr. Wall?
Yes.
And Dr. Campbell?
Yes, thank you, and we're looking forward to working with Joe again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We would like a nomination, please, for the Planning Board Attorney.
Make a motion to nominate Robert Shea.
Second, Tremer.
A roll call, please.
Mr. Bernstein? Mr. Marzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Mr. Riker?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers? Yes. Mr. Tremor?
Yes.
Mr. Wall?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
And Dr. Campbell?
Yes, and Mr. Shea, please join us. Congratulations. Now we would like to go into executive session for discussion of nomination for the Planning Board Engineer and the Planning Board Planner. May we use the back
You
room?
may, just so, but the attorney, what is the exception on this executive session?
So the board has the ability of discussing the professions that they hire.
It's-
The board does.
Yeah, I just didn't see a resolution for executive session on the agenda, unless I missed it.
We don't, I don't have one prepared.
Okay.
But since it's a personnel issue, it becomes something appropriate for the executive session.
Your meeting.
Thank you. Well, there are four of you. I don't want to dislocate you, but it would make our lives a great deal easier. Yeah, we're happy to have you. If you just, there's a nice little room across from the men's and ladies' rooms. Thank you. It won't take us long.
We should turn the mics on.
Turn the mics off.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session. Riker.
Second.
Tremer.
All right. All right, we have returned from executive session where we have discussed nominations for the engineer and the planner. And I'll look now for a motion to, for a planning board engineer.
Make a motion for Owen Little.
Look for a second.
Second, DeMarzo.
And we'll have a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Bernstein? Mr. Marzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Mr. Riker?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers? Mr. Tremor?
Yes.
Mr. Wall?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Dr. Campbell?
Yes, and we're very happy to have Mr. Klee with us again. 30 years in. 30 years and counting. Now I'd look for a motion for the planning board planner.
Make a motion for Remington and Vernick.
A roll call vote, please.
Mr. Bernstein? Mr. Marzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Mr. Riker?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers? Mr. Tremor?
Yes.
Mr. Wall? Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Dr. Campbell?
Yes, and we, of course, welcome Ernie Peters. We're thrilled to have you again. These are two professionals that we enjoy working with very much, and we look forward to another year. I'd like a motion to approve Township Traffic Engineer Remington and Vernick. Looking for a first and a second.
Second, Riker.
And a roll call vote, please. Mr. Bernstein? Mr. Marzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Mr. Riker?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers? Mr. Tremor?
Yes.
Mr. Wall?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Dr. Campbell?
Yes. And now we'd like to have a motion and a second regarding the Planning Board Secretary, Laura Morrison. Looking forward to having her work with us again so efficiently.
Second, Treamer.
Mr. Bernstein? Mr. Marzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Mr. Riker?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers? Mr. Tremor?
Yes.
Mr. Wall?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Dr. Campbell?
Yes, and thank you, Laura. Now, a motion for the Planning Board Recording Secretary. Ms. Morrison takes on both those roles, so we'll look for a motion for her.
Second, Riker.
And a roll call, please, Laura.
Mr. Bernstein? Mr. Marzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Mr. Riker?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers? Mr. Tremor?
Yes.
Mr. Wall?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Dr. Campbell?
Yes, thank you. We now want a motion to adopt the 2025 publication, the Asbury Park Press and the Star Ledger. A motion, please?
Second, Riker.
Yeah. Well, we have to take a roll call on this as well.
Mr. Bernstein? Mr. Marzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Mr. Riker?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers? Mr. Tremor?
Yes.
Mr. Wall? Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Dr. Campbell?
Yes.
Before we go on, one question. I believe the Star Ledger will no longer be publishing a print edition. Does that affect this decision?
So there was legislation. There was legislation that was passed just recently that allows, up until March, I believe, anything that is digital to be considered public notice. It just happened, kind of new, they're going to have to extend it after March, but as of right now, that should be able to be, that should compensate the issue.
Good question. Thank you. Now we look for a motion to approve the voucher for the Planning Board Recording Secretary for this meeting.
Motion, Heller?
Second, Sullivan.
We'll just do a, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. We'll take a motion to approve the minutes from the December 16th, 2024 Planning Board meeting, please.
Motion, Heller?
Roll call on this, please.
Mr. Brezzi? sorry. Mr. Bernstein? Ms. DeMarzo?
Yes.
Mr. Heller?
Yes.
Ms. Rose?
Yes.
Mr. Chummer?
Yes.
Mr. Weingart? Mr. Wall?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Dr. Campbell?
Yes, thank you. We have a motion to approve the planning board meeting dates for 2025. I think you all received that. We'll take a motion, please.
Motion, Heller?
Second, Sullivan.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. All right, now we have a long list of applications to be carried. And I'll ask for a motion and approval at the end of the list. If you have a question, mark it as we go, and we can ask questions then. Block 2301, 4201, 4301, lots 1, 2, 26.01, 28, 29, 30, 2.01, 15, 56, and 57, Jackson Development Company, Jackson 21, carried to May 5th, with notice required. Block 3902, Lot 58, Bellevue Estates LLC, to be carried to December 29th, 2025, with notice required. Block 1301, lots 22 and 23, 780 Hyson Road LLC is carried to February 24th, 2025, with notice required. Block 20101, Lot 30, County Line Construction Company is carried to March 10th, 2025, with no notice required. Block 6501, Lot 42.02, My Address LLC is carried to June 9th, 2025, with notice required. Block 2603, Lot 27, Block 490 LLC is carried to January 27th, with notice required. Block 19501, Lot 21, Kahal Annapolis Avos, Inc. is carried to April 7th, 2025, with notice required. Block 4301, Lot 20, Moisha Blumkratz is carried to February 10th, 2025, with notice required. Block 21702, Lots 37 and 38, Bias Yahoo Shalom is carried to March 10th, 2025, with notice required. Block 2501, Lot 3, 340 West Commodore LLC is carried to March 10th, 2025, with notice required. Any discussion before the motion? We'll take a motion.
Motion to accept all as a consent?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions or concerns? Motion carried. If there are no, are there any other matters that the board would like to discuss before we close the session for tonight? We welcome our new member. Happy to have you. And we welcome back our professionals. Thank you very much. I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Second, Sullivan.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, everyone. Okay.